Let's try to answer number 2. Now, solving for x, we see that on the right side, we have a fraction, 2/5. Now, some of us may get excited and think of cross multiplication as something that we can use. So, we therefore do that. 5 is moved up, then 2 is moved down because you want to isolate x. Unfortunately, you cannot do that. The reason why you cannot do that is, notice, on the right side, we have a binomial. So if you have a binomial, 2 terms, you cannot cross multiply. You can only do that if you only have 1 fraction on the right side and 1 fraction on the left side. So please be careful. Now, how do we correctly answer this then? Now, treat fractions like ordinary numbers. Huwag kayong matakot. So instead, what we can do is, we want to isolate this whole term first. Tanggalin natin itong istorbo na positive 3. Now, how do you do that? We want to remove this. The quickest way is to transpose plus 3. So on the right side, we now have 7 plus now becomes minus the law of transposition. Reverse its sign. So we now have 2/5 x on the right side. Simplifying the left side, you have 7 minus 3 is 4. Now, finally, we only have 1 fraction on the right, and then with sort of another fraction on the left. So we can cross-multiply. Pwede na, kasi single fraction na. Finally, we can cross-multiply and move 2 down and move 5 up to isolate our variable x on the right. So on the left side, we now have 4 times 5. Yun yung cross-multiply natin, inangat natin, divided by 1. Of course, you don't need to write 1. Wala naman talagang 1 na original na nakalagay doon. 1 times 2. That is cross-multiplication. Next, 4 times 5 is 20. Divided by 2 is 10. So that's how we answer this type of problems. Again, warning, we have to remember, kapag meron tayong binomial or more terms on one side, you cannot just do cross multiplication. Now, of course, we can check our answer by substituting. We have 7. Is it equal to 2/5 times x, which is 10, plus 3? We have 7 equals 2 times 10 is 20 divided by 5 is 4. 4 plus 3 we know is 7. Therefore, our answer must be correct.